Okay, but that's normal. I'm a bit under the weather, but I wanted to get this one out. So, what's Everspace? Now, this is kind of like 40% faster than light, say 30% freelancer, so there will be trading and some mining and some space battles and so on and so forth. It's not a 2D faster than light, as you see. And I would say 20% innovation, because unlike FTL, in which you have like one go in order to accomplish something and have 0 progress runs, here you actually have the opportunity to spend the money that you make throughout the run on upgrades, like for example the perks. Now, as you can see, I've upgraded my loot because I like looting and I didn't want to bother making lots of defense for them. And it still works. I had absolutely no problem, I'm still enjoying myself. This is procedural generation at its best. And why is it FTL? Let me just get into a game and I will show you. Why is it FTL? So it is FTL because you fly from point to point and you fly from system to system. Whoa, when you already have enemies. Might I avoid them for now? I don't want to fight before I've made some improvements to my ship, even if possible. And besides, right now it's not really much of a reason to fight on the first map. So, as you can see, you travel through a number of points in order to get to the warp gate, which will bring you to the next sector, and then it will be the same, procedurally generated, to the next sector, and of course, as expected, those sectors will have different difficulties. So, as you can see, since I've upgraded my sensors, I know whether the sector is high risk or low risk. Let's just go into a high risk sector just to show you just how terrible I am at ship combat and maybe fighter rhythm. So, what do we see? A very different map, lots of derelicts. Let's just use a scan, see what's up there. There's a GMV container, which means they will fight me if I decide to take it. And once again, there are fighters and drones. Oh, let's see. This one spotted me. The other is going to be far away. Let's just try to fight them. As you can see, the combat is yet complex. This is your inventory. As you saw, I used a couple of rockets and I can totally replenish them. And on the secondary slots, I can craft new devices because I have the blueprints. I can craft new weapons. I can craft a pulse laser, for example, if I find enough materials. In addition to that, you have the repair menu, where you can fix up your hull. You can suffer system damage, which you will also need to fix with those resources that you've discovered and mined, and so on and so forth. The game has plenty of depth to it, which is very, very welcome to see. I myself am quite surprised, and I've been playing it for a good amount of time.
So many of them.
Let's try to avoid it.
It's like a swarm. Finish them off.
How about we just don't do that? I got a little bit of fuel, I'm pleased. Yep. Until you get some upgrades to your weapons, it's best not to do such things. So, as you can see, we're in a new area, we have new enemies. Now there are 2 scouts and 3 scouts. Okay. Now the thing is, if you are careful, you can totally kill them. Like, if you are playing on an MMO and you are trying to kill an enemy in order to fight game there is the system where you can have Lady Luck help you, and in essence you will take no damage. The chances are like 25% and they can be improved with tips. There's some mine over here, so let's go and mine it. We'll say something that I also like in the game. You actually see how it you're not just like shooting and nothing's happening. So we found some more, which means I can replenish my missiles to 20 once again. Yep, this is the basic crafting. I don't think I have the option to craft something else because I simply don't have enough resources, but as you go through the sectors and as you get further in the game, you will. You absolutely will. And this is what I like. As you can see, it is not boring and I'm making money. Of course, I'll use this money to buy some more perks and get myself even beefier for the next run, because I know I will die. Whether it's going to be now, or in 5 minutes, or in 15 minutes, I'm going to die. This game expects you to. And I believe there will be plenty of hardcore. People who will be like, oh, I'm going to do it, you know. But I
There's a few of them.
And of course, you can even craft yourself a weapon that can do both things, which is the thing. Because, for example, I can take the Gatling laser and I may try to upgrade it. So if I so choose, right now I can add some extra range. As you can see, if I craft one of these mods, it will give me 15 range. If I can craft up to 3 of the same mod, and it will give me even more range. For example, I can use a shield damage mod, which will make even a weapon that's supposed to hit hull, like it has only 40 shield damage, I can pump it up to 80 or even more. This is what the game allows you to do. It allows you to play the way you feel like. And quite honestly, I cannot complain. I am very, very pleased with the way the game is going. And even if they add some story, if they add some extra quests, if they add some more missions, I'd say we'll be looking at a very, very solid, roguelike or roguelite, because some people like to use the word roguelite instead of nice. Now you should be aware that even though I'm strafing like left and right in order to avoid damage, once you get into a huge battle, that will not be enough. You will need to be evading left and right, you will need to do huge flips and whatever and stuff like that in order to avoid damage and stop and boost, and I can tell you, it is not as easy as it looks. It looks easy because I am in the first sector and I don't get anything else but outlaw drones and stuff thrown at me. Once you get corvettes and huge ships, but there will be time until you get there. It has to be said, I think I got only sector 4 and I died there. I'm not ready enough. If I beefed up my hull and shields more instead of working on cash, well, that would have been different, but I did not. Let out. Yep, that was a legit outlaw. He is more dangerous than the others.
will prove useful.
Where your drive will not work until you find an option to remove the dampener that prevents your warp drive from working, and so on and so forth. There is enough depth for me to recommend this even as an early access game. And once again, there's stuff for me to do. It's you. I hate you guys. These core guys are way stronger. Oh, thrown over right blueprint. And that's how we got another blueprint. I really can't complain. Oh, I believe you see what this game is all about right now. If you wish, you can stay with me for like a couple of jumps, just so you see what kinds of interesting places and... Oh, this is a high risk area, but let's avoid it for now. Now the thing is, until you get better and until you upgrade your ship a bit, I'd strongly suggest you stay clear of high risk areas. While they're interesting, they also mean that you may die very quickly, and that's not something that we want to do. Let's grab some plasma. Alrighty. The game said 2 new items can be crafted. Ah, I can craft a pulse laser, for example. I made enough cash. Well, not cash, but stuff. But since I already have a pulse laser, I cannot make a second copy of it because the game says what's the reason behind that, huh? None. And look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Almost perfect 60 FPS, and I'm playing on a laptop. Yeah, it's a fancy one. Yeah, it does have a decent V card. It's a GeForce 970, but still a laptop. And the game still does well. So, let's just hit those things very quickly. And, whoops. Don't bump into stuff. Now run away. Just to get myself some fuel. Alrighty, I think I'm going to end this video here. If you liked what you saw, by all means, give it a try. I think the developers deserve some support, especially since I'd say they made a pretty decent product for early access. And once they add the story and the better missions and so on and so forth, I believe we'll be looking at a very solid game. It may not be for everyone, but I'd say it's